Here's a truth rarely spoken. After age 65, each step isn't as light as it used to be. You start hearing creaks climbing stairs, feeling your knees tighten after sitting, then standing, and sometimes just a cold breeze can make your hand joints ache all afternoon. But what's even more worrying is this. Many people think these are normal signs of aging. They accept the pain, live with the stiffness, and silently let their arthritis worsen, unaware there are simple ways to slow this process. Let me tell you Bill's story, a 71-year-old former truck driver from Minnesota. After retiring, he felt a dull ache in his knees each morning. His doctor diagnosed him with osteoarthritis and advised him to prepare for needing regular pain medication. But Bill refused to accept it. Instead of waiting for pain, then taking pills, he started doing small things, losing a few pounds, changing his diet, taking a slow walk every evening. The result: 6 months later, he moved more freely, without a cane, and best of all, was no longer dependent on medication. You see, there are gentle changes that can actually soothe the smoldering inflammation in your joints. Inflammation isn't always intense. Sometimes it's just a dull ache, a slight twinge, then it quietly wears down the joint little by little. If left unchecked, chronic inflammation can spread, affecting the heart, memory, and even the immune system. The good news is you don't need the gym, you don't need a strict diet, and you don't need expensive drugs. Just 5 small changes, a little each day, are enough for you to slow joint degeneration and reduce inflammation effectively. In this video, I'll share simple, easy, and scientifically proven methods to help you protect your knees, hand joints, spine, and your comfort with every movement. If this sounds like something you're interested in, give this video a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on other helpful tips. And now let's begin the journey of protecting our joints, one step at a time, in the simplest way. Method 1, maintain a healthy weight to reduce pressure on your joints. Did you know that just being 5 to 6 pounds overweight can put dozens more pounds of pressure on your knee joints every day? Many older adults entering their mid-60s to 70s often think, I'm not fat, just a little bit round. But the truth is, the body doesn't care if you call it round, plump, or overweight. It only knows that every extra pound is putting pressure on every joint, especially the knees, hips, and spine. When you walk, your knee joints must bear 3 to 5 times your body weight. That means if you're 10 pounds over your ideal weight, each step puts up to 40 to 50 extra pounds of pressure on your knees. Over time, the cartilage between the joints erodes, inflammation increases, and you feel pain not just when walking fast, but even when standing long, bending down, or getting into a car. I remember Linda, a 68-year-old living in Oregon. She was 5'1" and used to weigh 158 pounds. Her knee joints ached dully almost all day, especially in the afternoon. Her doctor advised her to lose weight, but she once replied, "I'm old already. What's the need to lose weight anymore?" Then one day while going downstairs, her leg missed a step because her knee suddenly gave way. Luckily, no bones were broken, but from then on, she decided to change. She started with very gentle things, cutting her dinner starch portion in half, swapping soda for warm water with lemon, and walking 10 minutes after every meal. In just 3 months, she lost almost 10 pounds. Her knee pain noticeably lessened, her sleep deepened, and she no longer needed pain relievers regularly. Losing weight isn't a matter of aesthetics. It's a matter of protecting your joints, your mobility, and your independence every day. You don't need to set huge or overly fast goals. Just losing 5% of your current body weight can reduce joint pain symptoms by up to 30%. If you don't know where to start, try adjusting meal by meal. Replace white rice with brown rice. Cut your bread portion by half. Add another bowl of boiled vegetables or soup. Drink plenty of water before a meal, and chew very slowly so your brain has time to register feeling full. Those small things, repeated daily, are the most sustainable medicine that requires no prescription. Remember, every light step you take today is a gift for yourself tomorrow. And that gift begins with the simple act of shedding a few unnecessary pounds. Method 2, eat anti-inflammatory foods like fatty fish and green vegetables. When we hear the word inflammation, most of us think of a sharp, obvious pain or a red swollen area. But there's another kind of inflammation, silent, symptom-free, that's happening in your joints every single day. It doesn't make you cry out in pain, but it smolders, wearing down the cartilage, stiffening the joints, and causing you to gradually lose flexibility in every movement. The good news is, what you eat every day can be a double-edged sword, either fanning the flames of inflammation or quietly putting them out from within. One of the best doctors in disguise you can find right in your own kitchen is actually fatty fish. Fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines are rich in omega-3s, a type of fatty acid with extremely powerful natural anti-inflammatory abilities. Omega-3s help reduce inflammatory compounds in the body, which then soothes irritated joint areas. I once met Stephen, a 72-year-old in California, a former engineer with a habit of eating red meat nearly every day. Though he didn't smoke or drink, he still had severe arthritis in his hands, to the point he couldn't open a jar or even turn on a faucet. After reading some medical literature from the Arthritis Foundation, he tried swapping his evening beef for grilled salmon 3 times a week, and also added leafy greens like kale and spinach each day. 2 months later, his hand pain was significantly better. He could return to gardening, something he thought he'd never do again. It's not just fish. Dark green vegetables like spinach, collard greens, and broccoli also contain lots of antioxidants and vitamin K, both of which help stop arthritis from progressing. These vegetables aren't just good for joints, but also help stabilize blood pressure, clean blood vessels, and boost overall immunity. If you're not used to it, try taking small steps. Swap one meat meal for fish once or twice a week. Saute spinach with garlic instead of just eating it boiled. Add avocado or a few walnuts to your lunch. And if you're wary of the fishy smell, you can start with canned salmon. It still has all the necessary omega-3s and is easy to prepare. Remember that the food you choose each day doesn't just nourish your body, it also sends a message to your joints that you're protecting them. Every bite of green vegetables, every fish meal you choose, is a gentle way of telling your body, I'm helping you heal little by little. Method 3, do gentle exercises like yoga or walking. When joints hurt, our natural instinct is to rest. I don't dare walk for fear of more pain. I avoid moving because my knees are so stiff each morning. These are things I hear so often from older people living with osteoarthritis. But the truth is, if you don't move, your joints will only get stiffer. It's not because you're doing anything wrong, but because joint cartilage, like a sponge, is only nourished through movement. Without movement, the cartilage doesn't get nutrients from the joint fluid, and gradually it loses its lubrication, leading to pain, inflammation, and faster degeneration. The key is choosing the right kind of movement, not fast, not forceful, not jarring to the joints, but simply gentle and consistent. I remember Joanne, 74, from Arizona. She used to love walking, but after slipping one winter, she became afraid to leave her house. Her hip joints started to stiffen, her knees would pop each morning, and she could barely bend down to tie her shoes. Then one day her daughter encouraged her, Mom, try the gentle yoga class at the community center. You can even do it from a chair. She reluctantly went, but after a few sessions, everything changed. The gentle stretches, combined with slow breathing, helped her feel more connected to her body, improved her circulation, and her joints softened bit by bit. 2 months later, she could walk around the park again, not fast, but steadily and full of confidence. It isn't just yoga. Slow walking, water aerobics, and Tai Chi, they are all ideal forms of exercise for people with osteoarthritis. You don't have to wear workout clothes or go to a gym. Right at home, you can gently stand and sit 10 times, stretch for 5 minutes each morning, or walk around the yard for 15 minutes after a meal. Light exercises not only help soften the joints, but they also strengthen the surrounding muscles, acting as protective cushions that reduce pressure on the bones. At the same time, movement stimulates endorphin production, the body's natural pain reliever, which improves mood and sleep quality. You don't need to exercise a lot, just a consistent 15-30 minutes a day at a regular time is enough to send a positive message to your body, I am moving to heal. Don't wait until your body forces you to be still. Start today all day with a gentle stretch, a slow step, and to reawaken every joint in your body with your own gentle care. If you're still with me and finding this helpful, drop a 3 in the comments just to let me know. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I'd love for you to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a new video. Your support helps us create more content just like this. Method 4, avoid processed foods and refined sugar. There's an arthritis trigger that many older adults consume every single day without even realizing it. It isn't red meat and it isn't oil or grease. Instead, it's those familiar foods that seem so harmless, like packaged cookies, sausages, sodas, white bread, or even a cup of coffee with 2 spoonfuls of sugar in the morning. Processed foods and those containing refined sugars are the most potent silent inflammation triggers for the body, especially for someone with osteoarthritis. They don't just spike your blood sugar, but they also disrupt insulin balance, promote cellular oxidation, and cause chronic inflammatory reactions to spread throughout your joints. Your body wasn't designed to process these kinds of refined sugars or the artificial additives found in packaged goods. And when these substances enter your bloodstream, they not only make your pancreas, liver, and brain work harder, they also cause millions of immune cells to be misfired, creating a prolonged state of inflammation that breaks down the protective cartilage in your joints over time. I once spoke with Luis, 70, who used to eat sweet pastries for breakfast and drink bottled fruit juice every day. He didn't think sugar had anything to do with arthritis, but after a nutrition consultation, he tried cutting out all refined sugar for 10 days. The results amazed even him. His morning knee pain was noticeably better, his wrists were less stiff, and his energy during the day increased. He shared, "I never thought that just by cutting out a little sugar and swapping packaged goods for fresh food, my body would respond so positively." Instead of sweet pastries, try eating fresh fruit, like apples, blueberries, or ripe pears, which contain natural fiber and antioxidants. Replace sausage with boiled eggs. Replace instant noodles with quick-cooking oatmeal or brown rice. And if you crave sweetness, choose raw honey or a dash of cinnamon. Both are delicious and have natural anti-inflammatory properties. Remember, every spoonful of sugar you cut, every processed food you avoid, is a way of turning down the inflammatory flame inside your joints. This isn't about extreme dieting, it's about returning to what's wholesome, natural, and kindest to your body. Food can be the cause, but it can also be the cure. And you are the one who decides which it will be with every single meal. Method 5. Manage stress to reduce chronic inflammation. When it comes to arthritis, most people only think of food, exercise, or medicine. Few people consider that emotions, especially prolonged stress, can also contribute to making joints swell, stiffen, and degenerate faster. But it's true, stress isn't just a psychological problem. It's a biological response. When you are anxious, determined, or angry for long periods, your body releases the hormone cortisol, which normally provides temporary anti-inflammatory effects. But if it sticks around too long, it actually disrupts your immune system, breaks down cartilage cells, and worsens chronic inflammation in your joints. Have you ever noticed? On days when you feel tired, can't sleep well, or get upset over something small, your joints also feel stiffer, more painful, and harder to move than usual. That's not a coincidence. It's a clear connection between your mood and your musculoskeletal system. Carol, 76, was a retired teacher in Pennsylvania. After her husband passed away, she lived alone and frequently had insomnia, ate little, and gradually developed joint pain all over. Her doctor diagnosed her with severe osteoarthritis, but what helped her improve wasn't medication. It was when she started journaling each morning, practicing deep breathing for 10 minutes each afternoon, and joining an online meditation group for seniors. After 6 weeks, she started sleeping again. Her spirits were lighter, and miraculously, her knees didn't hurt like before, her hands opened doors more easily, and she could walk farther without needing to stop for constant rests. Caring for your emotional health isn't a luxury. It's an absolutely essential part of managing chronic inflammation. You don't need to become a meditation master or live like a hermit. Just set aside 10-15 minutes each day for deep breathing, listening to some calming music, or simply sitting by a window, watching the sun, and letting your mind rest. You could also try writing down 3 things you're grateful for each day. That simple act has been proven to lower cortisol levels in the blood and in turn reduce inflammation throughout the body. Your emotions are not invisible. They live in your knee joints, in your spine, in your daily breath. And when you learn to find calm from within, your body will gradually begin to heal, also from within. We've just walked through 5 small changes, but they have the power to calm the smoldering inflammation in your body and stop osteoarthritis from progressing further day by day. From maintaining a healthy weight to reduce joint pressure, eating anti-inflammatory foods like fatty fish and green vegetables, to moving gently every day, even if it's just a walk around the yard. Then avoiding processed foods and refined sugar, and just as importantly, learning to care for your own emotions, so that stress no longer silently damages your joints and overall health. None of these things require you to be strong, wealthy, or exceptionally resilient. They only require one single thing, that you choose to care for yourself, a little bit each day. And now I want you to ask yourself, which of these 5 things resonates with you the most? Are you eating well, but forgetting to take deep breaths and relax your mind each day? Or are you walking regularly, but still keeping a few too many sweet treats in the kitchen? Whatever it is, you don't need to change everything at once. Pick one small thing, one gentle change, and start today. An extra serving of greens at lunch, a slow walk after dinner, a minute of sitting quietly, listening to your own breath. These small things, when repeated, will create a healthier body, a stronger spirit, and a long life of independence. You deserve to have that, not because of who you are, but because you've come such a long way. And now every choice you make will help shape the years ahead, so they are not only longer but also smoother and more comfortable with each passing day. If you found this video helpful, leave a comment sharing what you'll start doing today. It might be something very small, but your share could motivate others who are on this same journey. And don't forget to subscribe for more gentle, practical guidance to help you live a healthy, proactive, and peaceful life at any age. Thanks for sticking with me to the end. I wish you a peaceful day with lighter joints and steadier steps.